So, excuse any background noise. It's very early in the morning. I got hit up by Natasha Lyonne from Orange is the New Black and Russian Doll. So she reached out, "Hi, fan, how you today?" I said, "Hi there, big fan of your shows. Would love to hear fun stories from the set." "Hey there, I'm so glad to hear you're a fan. I've had some pretty wild experiences in my time, let me tell ya. From the highs of shooting a hit show to the lows of dealing with Hollywood gossip, it's been a trip. Care to hear some juicy behind the scenes stories?" Wink face, left the quotation marks in. I said, "You left the quotation marks in, LOL. Sure, hit me with it." "LOL, that was on purpose. I'm still trying to keep it real here. Okay, so one story I could tell you is about this time on set when we were shooting a particularly dramatic scene, and I completely broke character and started laughing. It totally ruined the shot. But we all just about died laughing. The director was not amused, but the whole cast and crew were cracking up. It was a pretty memorable moment, to say the least." I said, "Which show was that on?" "Oh, that was definitely on Orange is the New Black. It was one of those moments when the tension on set was so thick you could cut it with a knife, and then I just totally broke character and started laughing, which sent everyone into a laughing fit. It was so unprofessional, but we were all so stressed out, it just needed to happen, and it kind of brought the whole cast and crew closer together after that." I said, "Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of that after the first 2 seasons. I like your latest stuff better." "Oh, wow. So you're saying you prefer Russian Doll to Orange is the New Black? That's interesting. I mean, I definitely loved Russian Doll. It was such a creative and unique show. It was a bit darker than Orange, but also super engaging and thought-provoking. I'm curious to know what made you prefer it over Orange." I said, "I got bored with Orange. I'm not a fan of ensemble shows. When they go on too long, it takes away from the story." "Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm only amazed, and I was excited at the moment I saw your comment on my official page. The connection I get from you when I write you is really so cool. And as a fan, I appreciate you kind words, okay?" And around Orange is the New Black, "Talk about this. I think I can totally see where you're coming from. Orange definitely had a lot of storylines going on, and it did start to feel a bit unfocused after a while, whereas Russian Doll was really focused and concise with a clear story arc. It also had a lot of depth and nuance, which I appreciated. I think it was a more mature show in a way." So he got all his cut and pasting out of the way very early. I said, "Also, Russian Doll was your baby, unlike Orange, so I imagine you'd like it more?" Question mark. And to, how excited she was to meet me, I said, "Oh, okay, but I'm not gay, I'm just saying, and neither are you, so friends is fine though." "Ha ha ha, touche. I did have more of a personal connection to Russian Doll since I played a lead role and was also a producer. It was definitely more of a passion project for me, though I did have a lot of fun working on Orange too. It was just a very different experience. Russian Doll was definitely more intense and challenging, but ultimately more rewarding," Google helpfully told me. "LOL, why do you have to tell me you're not a gay? I didn't ask if you're a gay. Well, I don't often use this handle, and sure, we can be friends, okay? That's a good thing. We can talk much better on my Google chat, okay? Here is my handle, 1nleon@gmail.com. Write me and let me know it's you." Again, I think this scammer's actually approached me before as someone else. So I ignored it. Yesterday, she comes back. "Hey there, happy weekday. Are you from New York? You have model face and mean look, but I'm admire it." See, Google's gone away now. I said, "I'm from Australia and it was Monday when you messaged." "Wow, how's Australia today? Actually, Monday is part of weekday. Happy belated weekday, as they say in Australia. Which, no, they don't. They really don't. Yes, I was born and raised in New York, but my Aussie fans are the best. It's actually 1:29 Monday here in New York. What time? And is it in Australia right now? I said, they don't say that in Australia, but okay, in reference to that ridiculous belated happy weekday. I said, it's 3:30 on a Tuesday morning. LOL, busted, laughing emoji. Sorry, that was a bit of a clunker on my part. I guess I'm not as familiar with Australian colloquialisms as I thought. In my defence, I'm just a learning every day. And then to the time and day, wow, your country time is so ahead of ours. I guess I should be saying good morning to you, or rather good night. Why aren't you sleeping right now? I said, I'm up early as I have an early lecture and I want to get some prep in. Oh, you're a student, she says. I said, no, I'm the professor. You always wake this early. To which I said, was that a statement, a question or a statement? Question, my prof. Smiling face. I said, sometimes I like the early morning. It's quiet. Wow, that sounds so great. You must have gone through lots of training in order to make this part of you, to wake up this earlier every day or every time you have a lecture as a professor. I said, hardly. I use an alarm clock. It's mostly the reason for those that lives in a busy city, right? In response to me saying it's quiet in the morning. I said, in the city it's always noisy. And then around using an alarm clock. Are you for real? What wakes you up all the time then? I said, an alarm clock. And in the city being noisy, yes, I guess you stay in a busy city? Question mark, trying to fish for information. I said, like I said, in the outskirts. And then under her own question of a busy city, she put question mark. I said, as I said, I'm in the outskirts. Like a suburb? Don't you guys have them in New York? I know. I'm just wondering what would make you wake this early if not to stay away from the noisy, busy city time. Still fishing for information. I said, because it's peaceful and quiet and I can think and relax before a big day. That's cool and phenomenal scoop of life, she says nonsensically. I think in between you being attractive to me, I can learn so many things from you as a professor. And that reminds me, I actually didn't get your notification on my Google chat. I said, because I never sent one. I'm doubting who you are. I'm doubting you are who you claim to be. Sorry, just being honest. Half the stuff you say makes zero sense. Oh, okay, she said in response to me saying I never hit her up on Google. I said, I think you're writing like someone who learned from watching American TV and not like someone who actually speaks English as their native language. But nice to speak with you anyway. Have a nice evening or day or whatever it is over wherever you are. And I thought that would be the end. But no, this one's persistent. Wow, I like the fact you're honest. But actually, you the right to doubt if it's me, but or not because I'm not usually like this, but this me living my normal, okay? And I find it hard to make certain people to accept me the way I'm and lots of criticisms everywhere because of celebrity's sake. If you guys can translate that, that'd be great. I said, yeah, but no. Your English just keeps getting worse and more nonsensical, but it's been fun. Have a nice day. To which she responds with lots of laughing emojis. I'm glad it's fun to you. And I'm glad writing you this way gives you this impression about me, my prof. I said, sure. Are you sure you're not in between a press or media personnel? Because I already love the way I'm feeling right now. And I just said, again, nonsense. What professor are you, by the way? Please tell me, I'm curious. I said, English literature. Wow, that sounds good. You now appear to be so literate to me as an English literature professor. To which I responded, okay. I've lots of things to tell you. If only you can calm down and try connect with the thrills of my natural person beside what you've read or watched about me on the movie, okay? I said again, you're not making any sense. Please read back your statements carefully. You're not a native English speaker. Think I can't tell? Fine. What's your classic favourite novel? She comes back with undeterred. You'll understand me better when you know me better, okay? Till then, let's just stay friends. I said, what? What on earth are you going on about? You're clearly not Natasha, yet you persist in keeping this farce up. I don't get it. I'm going to get ready for work. I'm so happy to chat with you. It's my honour to be a source of joy and entertainment to you. And LOL, don't go late to work, okay? I think you should go get ready for work before you go late to work, okay? We can't still talk whenever you're less busy, and I'm cut in between doing nothing, okay? And these days I'm not much busy. We're not working on any new project because of the Hollywood actors' strike. And they continue. I enjoyed the energy you gave out chatting with me, Prof. Even when you're holding back some of your angers, you still manage to be kind. And I came back with, dear Lord, you're just doubling down on this rubbish, aren't you? With your English getting progressively worse and worse. Wow. Yeah, we can't, she says nonsensically, lots of laughing emojis. I said, who's we? Lots of laughing again. Don't go late to work, okay? I said, none of that paragraph made any sense. I know, you're an English prof. I'm sure you must make meaning out of it. I said, no, your English is not good enough to make enough sense out of most of what you've written. Let me guess, you're about 22. Let's start from scratch so you can start to understand me better, okay? I've been teasing you all this time with my English and my typing errors. But the funny thing is that you look at me with more pity than anger, LOL, says our scammer trying to redeem this really quickly. Seriously, how could you control your anger? I just went, sigh, now this is just getting stupid. Just gather what little dignity you have left and make some right choices with your life for once. And around my anger, I said, I'm not angry. I'm astounded that you'd think anyone would be so stupid as to think for 1 second that you are actually a famous American. I'd also hazard a guess that you're male and about 22 years old. To me, you look more like a professor of physics and humour than a professor of English literature, because that makes a lot of sense. LOL, why do you think I'm a man? Because you already feel like I'm gay, and now you think I'm even younger than my age. I said, we both know you aren't anyone famous, and you aren't American, so yes, I think you're a young male, most likely in his early 20s, who has no idea what he's doing and trying desperately to figure out where his next client who will remit is to come from. End of conversation. I'm bored now. Well, all I was trying to do was tell you, but you couldn't understand any better is that I live my normal life since I'm a celebrity. It makes people feel like I'm out of range of certain things, like making friends that aren't part of my lifestyle. I'm sorry. I said, the fact that you're doubling down on the lie shows a lack of intelligence. Make better choices with your life, Omo, and have a nice day. Goodbye. To which our genius comes back with, have a nice day, finish. And I said, that's more your speed. And they saw that and went away. And yeah, they're still active. And I have no doubt they'll be back. But that was a bit of rubbish nonsense. But I've never had a Natasha before. So that was good. Bye.